I welcome you to our program today. The program is entitled Integrative Theology, and I am your instructor, Bishop Dr. Derek A. Reeves. Let's dive right into our lesson today. Today is going to be our fourth supplemental lecture to Lecture 2. This is the course, Philosophy of Theology. Let's dive right in. Today we're going to talk about Perpetuity Eternalis Continuum. And so this is very important because it deals with the structure and the construct of philosophy. In many cases, people believe that the ancient Greeks were the forerunners of all philosophy. But I beg to differ, because when we speak of philosophy, the Bible speaks of the vain philosophy of men and calls it the Sophia, the Philios Sophia. And when we speak of the Philios Sophia, we're talking about the love of wisdom. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. And so the reason why this is called vain philosophy, because men love how they think. Men love to deify themselves and their knowledge, and to place their knowledge above all things. The Bible is very clear when it states that knowledge puffeth up. And so with philosophia, it is the study of the concepts of wisdom and knowledge that men have begun to eternalize, began to philosophize in, to set up as being truth statements. And then when the Bible speaks of God's philosophy, it simply calls it, and this is very interesting, Sophia. Men's philosophy, philosophia, is tainted by their love of self-expression, and even though part of the scientific element is to be non-partial, in many cases, people are more partial to what they believe they know than discovering something that may fly in the face of what they thought they knew. Philosophia, the love of the wisdom of man, and Sophia, wisdom that cannot be contended with. And so when we talk about Perpetuity Eternalis, or Perpetuity Eternalis Continuum, we're dealing with then God perpetually, from times of old, before there was nothing but himself. Perpetuity means that there was an infinite amount of understanding that took place in eternity. It deals with God never having began to promote logic, knowledge, and wisdom. He cannot begin to promote what he is, because what he is will be imbued with every part of his character. And so when we talk about the Perpetuity Eternalis Continuum, the Perpetuity Eternalis means that he, in the continuum of eternity, has always thought. He has always understood. He has always considered ungenerated thought, thought that was never put together, thought that was never began, but thought that was always flowing, always in operation, always understood, always had an objective, always logical, because he is Perpetuity Eternalis Continuum, the consistent, eternal, continuous, or continuation in eternity, knowing. He was omniscient before he ever created time. He was omnipotent before he ever brought the universe together. He was omnipresent even before he brought the universe together. Now, He became omnipresent in the physical universe as he created it. But remember, the physical universe is much smaller than the greater portion of reality. If what scientists are saying is true, then the world that we know, the universe that we know, is simply what we call a holographic existence, so small in the scheme of reality that it pales in comparison, just as a grain of sand. This grain of sand cannot compare to the universe, but is so small it almost seems insignificant. And so our universe, our planet, is significant because God has his plans and purposes for it. And so within Perpetuity Eternalis or Eternalis Continuum, he has always considered, always thought, always known, always operated within his wisdom and his knowledge. I thank you for being with me. And this has been Integrated Theology, the last of our supplemental lectures for part 2. God bless you and keep you.